Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ecamm Network News and Entertainment. My name is Anna Hill.
And I'm Fuljens. Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday. I hope you all had an incredible 4th of July. We did over here.
Yes, we did.
And I hope all of our Canadian friends had an amazing Canada Day, right? It was a whole packed week. Incredible. And today, fam, we're going to be talking all about the 21-day content habit challenge. What is it? Why, how you can join, and more. But before we get started, we need to give a shout out to all of the fam who joined us at Podcast Summit. That was just, I mean, like, it's all the way in Atlanta and the fam showed up, right? This is what the fam does.
That's what the fam does.
The fan showed up. And then before we continue, let's say hello to you all for being here. Thank you so much. We see the puppies are in the chat.
The puppies are there.
The puppies are in the chat.
Are there. Luis, hello. Luis is hosting Ecamm Network en Español this Friday.
Yeah.
Micah,
this Friday. Yeah, okay.
Hello, good to see you here. Yes, the puppies are in the chat.
My God, George.
George, hello. And I believe we have Katie here. Katie's dancing.
Katie over there dancing. Let's go.
Jeremy, hello. Tatiana, hello. Happy Monday.
Yes, all right, fam. So we have two incredible guests from Capsho who are going to share everything about what this incredible tool is and what is it going to be doing for us during those 21 days. And why is it 21 days? We're going to find out. Right? We're going to find out what is so magical about 21 days.
We'll find out.
Right? But let's talk about our friends at Mac Stock, right? We had them here. Mike was here and he shared so many incredible information with us. He shared some tips about Mac and some shortcuts. So imagine if you join them, right? Yep. All the other incredible things that you will learn.
Yeah.
The link is going to be in the comments so that you can sign up and get all the info.
Yeah, Mac Stock 8, it's 3 days away. You can still register. It's happening July 12th. 13th and the 14th. For more information, it's macstockconferenceandexpo.com. If you are able to attend, let's go and support our good friend, Mike Potter.
Yes, and I hear there's also going to be a virtual session, so that is another opportunity for you to join as well.
Absolutely.
Yes, and speaking of more opportunities, we have on the floor this Tuesday, we have Katie, who is going to be joined by the podcast lawyer to talk about the legal side of podcasting. And you can ask all of your questions. This is so incredible because we do have a lot of questions and sometimes we don't have that person to talk to and ask about that knows what is going on.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, lucky for you, you're in luck because Gordon Firemark is that guy. So tune into the flow this week. Katie will be joined by the podcast lawyer. Yeah. To get all your questions answered about the legal side of podcasting.
That's right. And if you would like to learn way more about podcasting, guess what? There's a course coming up. There's a course brewing that you can sign up to receive information and more details about it. The link is going to be in the comments.
Yes.
All about podcasting.
Katie says she'll ask all the questions for you.
That is right. And last but certainly not least, a new show alert. Let's pull that up because our awesome doc is going to be having a new show. Let's show them.
Let's show them the new show.
Tech Talks. That is what's going on. And it's going to be a Zoom session you need to sign up for. So make sure that you sign up at the link in the comments and Fuljens, take it away.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be held in Zoom. So starting this Friday, July 12th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're signed up. We cannot wait. So you have all your questions. You can actually do hands-on practicing and all that good stuff. And you'll be able to interact with each other in real time, in video, in Zoom. Let's go. It's this Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Tech Talk with Doc Rock.
That is right. And one more time, remember, we're going to bring our incredible guests. Any questions that you have, please preface it with the Q column so that we can find it. Ask any questions as we go through. We're going to get an incredible demo about this amazing tool. And if you are not an Ecamm fam, yes, because I know a lot of you come over here to check it out, the amazingness that it is Ecamm. So if you are not an Ecamm member yet, you can sign up for 30 days. You're going to get that. And you're also going to get 30 days of Capsho so that you can join us on the challenge. Okay, more details in the comments and coming up next.
Yes.
So let's introduce our awesome guest.
Let's do it.
We have Deirdre Tshien. She's the co-founder and CEO of Capsho. Dee is a dynamic leader, passionate about helping entrepreneurs rise above their challenges. With a focus on innovation and community, she has successfully guided Capsho to become a leading tool in content marketing.
Along with Jennie Wright, the Director of Affiliates and Partnerships at Capsho, Jennie is a seasoned marketing expert with over 15 years of experience. She has a proven track record in building and enhancing brand visibility. Jennie specializes in driving traffic and increasing customer engagement through innovative social media strategies, content marketing, PR, and SEO.
Without further ado, Hello, ladies. Let's say hello.
Hello. Hey. I did have to remind myself that I was muted. So this is so much fun to watch, you guys. Oh my gosh.
I'm enthralled. I was just watching the intro being like, no, I'm staying in my seat. This is great.
It is as cool as watching you behind the scenes with Capsho NextGen. I mean, I cannot wait, fam, for you to see this. But before we get started, Deirdre, let's talk about the challenge. Let's talk about the challenge. Let's talk about why we started this challenge. What is it all about?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know that you asked why 21 days, and I wish I had a better answer, but it was because we wanted to know. I think it's like 21 as a number is like, there's some myths about the fact that it takes 21 days for a habit to form. And that myth has been debunked here and there, but we thought it was just a really cool way to anchor it to habit formation, because that's what we're trying to do here in this challenge. What we really want to do is to help like entrepreneurs primarily who are creating content and they know that they need to create content, actually form a habit around it, because that's one of the things that we hear all the time. And you spoke about podcasting. I mean, we started in the podcasting space as Capsho, and I know time and time again, you hear the word pod fade. It's a real thing. It can get so exhausting to keep creating content, and so we wanted to show how easy it could be through this 21-day challenge. So our whole aim is let's get consistent, because we know we have to get content out there to get discovered, get visible, and share our expertise, amplify our messages, but also let's create different types of content. That's our aim as well through this challenge. And also importantly, let's be intentional with the content that we're creating. Like, let's actually get results, which I'm really, really excited about. I love results. Let's get leads, let's get engagement, let's get all the things as business owners that we want to be getting.
Yeah, and it does it. It does. Capsho does just that, fam. Wait until you see this, and you hear it throughout all of the shows here at Ecamm, and I'm sure you hear it behind the scenes, any other places. Consistency is key, and to be consistent, you need to have a system, right? And Capsho helps you so much with it, especially this 21 days. And I have heard that too, the 21 days.
Yeah.
To form a habit, right? To drop one and get a new one, right? And pick up a new one. So we are excited. We're excited about Jennie. Let's talk about you're gonna be doing motivation or something, right?
I am. I've got a new role. I'm cheerleader for I'm joining So I'm trying to be the balance with Doc, because Doc is going to be like, full Doc, and I'm going to have to, be sort of like the other side. So we just kind of play off each other really well, I think. So that's going to be our motivational Mondays for the full 21 days of the challenge. So I'm excited to have that role and support people with, getting to know what Capsho is, and being able to make the really great content. We actually have a comment, like there's somebody asking, what is Capsho? So I'm excited that we're going to talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I'm excited. We've got a full complement of people ready to go. We've got some influencers who are going to be taking part in this challenge with us, doing some good stuff. So yeah, I'm really jazzed for it.
Yeah, you're jazzed. I love it. Jazz. Let's go.
Jazz hands.
Yeah. All right. So that is a great segue right now that we talked about a little bit. So let's talk about what Capsho is. All right.
Yes.
Deirdre.
Let's. So in short, Capsho is an AI-powered software, but it is literally the fastest way to create content that helps you get leads. That's really what we do. So our members will upload an audio or video file that you create using Ecamm, and then literally you upload the file, and it will create everything from your show notes for your podcast, so title and description. It'll create your YouTube title and description. It will also do social media posts following an amazing social media strategy that Katie Brinkley, who is an absolute guru at social media, helped us. She has this 4-post social media strategy that is all about how to take someone from awareness to action, i.e., let's get leads. Let's get people actually tuning in to our podcast or our YouTube video. It creates LinkedIn newsletters. It creates blog posts. And very, very soon, hot off the press, we're going to have a video clipping tool as well, where we actually recommend highlights. And then you can clip them straight from your video.
That is great. Yeah, that's going to be incredible. Okay, all right. So let's talk about, so here's this incredible tool, and we know that we're going to generate more leads, and we need to form our habit, and the challenge starts on July 15th. However, this week, there's going to be a lot of great trainings going on. There are 2 of them, and let's talk about those. Jennie, would you like to go for that?
Yeah. Well, right now we've got Katie Brinkley, who, Deirdre just did the best intro for. Katie Brinkley's going to be sharing her 4-post strategy in a workshop. I think it's this Friday. So I'm really excited about that for everybody to see it. It's a really great intro into how Capsho NextGen is creating the outputs that it is for your social. And that's going to be definitely one of them. And then, Deirdre, correct me if I'm wrong, we've got Luis as well.
We've got Adam. Yeah. So Adam's doing a workshop, on basically for anyone who wants to get into podcasting. He has an amazing strategy around how to actually get found, like title your podcast, and how to create your descriptions so that you can get discovered on the podcasting apps. We have Luis Cameo from the Biz Bros, who's going to be talking about short form videos. We have Crystal, who's going to be talking about how to go viral on Instagram. It's going to be chock-a-block with so much great teachings from people who actually do it. Like, that's the great thing with some of these people who are doing the challenge with us, and that we're going to be sort of spotlighting. They are actually doing it and then getting results, and we're just going to have a ton of fun. We have Content Doodle Doo, who is going to literally wake you up when it's time for you to do your content. So if you haven't signed up for Content Doodle Doo, you've got to get in on that through the Facebook group. So if you're not yet part of the Facebook group, all of the links are there in terms of next steps. So we're just going to have a ton of fun. I think that's what I'm most looking forward to. Like, this community, this fam is like the people that we want to be doing this with, because we're just going to have such a party.
Aww. Thank you.
Yes, we will.
Definitely awesome. So you have some great questions of you in the audience talking about how do we find out the workshops? How do we do all of this? So there is a link in the comments where you can find the playlist for this week's workshops. So we're going to pull it up for you so that you can see it right here. However, the link is in the comment for you to click and get those notifications so that you do not miss it.
That's right.
Yeah,
and then also adding some more as the week goes as well. We're going to get some added in there.
Great.
Perfect.
And then also there is a whole landing page that you can find more information, even more information about it. We're gonna have this for you now, but also the link will be in the comments. And this is the landing page. Build lasting content creation habits in just 21 days.
That's right.
And 21 days when you're having fun, especially with Capsho, for real, you are going to be wanting to use it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Once you see how awesome it works. And don't worry about it, because Dee is going to give us a demo.
A little preview.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Are we ready for this? Are we ready?
Of how it works, and you're just going to enjoy it. You're going to be using perhaps Canva even more so now. Then, right? You're going to be posting more. That is for sure, because it is so easy and nice. And the way, Deirdre, actually, you should go ahead and do the whole the demo so that they know exactly what it is that we're talking about in terms of training the engine to.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Yes. So we are training an engine. One of the things that we are super proud of with Capsho NextGen is that it is built on intelligence, which means that it is a completely self-learning platform. And I'll kind of show you what I mean by that and how to access that, because it's actually really easy. But one of the things is, obviously, as I said, you can, whatever you recorded through Ecamm, which is what we're going to be doing in the challenge, you're actually going to drop that into Capsho. And let me just get through this bit so I can show you. You can actually use Capsho for your own content, so content that you're creating, whether it's, as I said, a podcast, YouTube video, even a live stream, webinars, masterclasses, anything that you're doing. You can also put in content where you're a guest. So I could, after this, ask Anna and Fuljens for the recording, and I can drop it in here and be like, I'm going to actually create content based on something that I guested on. Now, for this example, I'm just going to put this as my own content. Now, this is where it starts to actually learn. So you will create a persona, and the persona is important because this is when you actually start to train Capsho with who you are, who your audience is, because again, we're here to, get results. So we want to have Capsho be really, really specific and smart enough to know how to create the content and who for. And we can also train it with our tone of voice. So I highly recommend training it. It's really easy because all you have to do is drop in, copy and paste literally 10 pieces or up to 10. We say minimum 5, but up to 10 emails or social media posts, basically the things that you would say reflect your tone of voice in the best way. So literally copy and paste it in. That's all you do. And each time you just add an entry up to 10. And when you create your own persona, then it will show up here. You'll create it. You'll just choose that. If you had a guest, you toggle that on. You write the guest name in, and then you save it. So that's kind of what that looks like, the upload process. And then once it's done its thing and it's got a little bit, of info, it'll ask you to start generating our content. And what we do here is we want you to choose a topic. Now we have some indicators. I wouldn't say that this is like the be all and end all. So this is a guide to what an SEO score, like the likelihood of it ranking. It's all relative. So I would not take this as gospel. There's a lot of, math that goes behind this. Don't ask me what that is, because that's like way above my pay grade. But it can help guide you at least to choose the best topic. It will also, once you've chosen a topic, then it will actually go to now let's hone in and be more nuanced with the premise. I was actually interviewed by someone today on his podcast. He's a user of Capsho, and he was like, I love this part. And he said it so nicely. So I'm going to steal that. He's like, this is kind of like your take on the topic, right? By choosing a premise. And then we go to our CTA, and the CTA is all about, because again, and you'll see this when I show you the social media posts that Capsho creates, but whatever content that you're creating, it will likely be quite linked to what it is that you're trying to promote. And it could, obviously, if you're trying to promote that podcast episode or that YouTube video, it's going to be very linked because that's what you put in. But let's say you're trying to promote a masterclass or a webinar or a lead magnet of some sort, then you can actually put that into here. So comment below for a link to my next live masterclass, right? And then the context for this is, this masterclass is going to help entrepreneurs do XYZ or whatever. And then what Capsho will actually do, and I'll show you an example, is it will actually link the content of what you put in, what you uploaded, to the actual call to action. So to the actual masterclass that you're trying to get people to, it will actually create that link for you so that you can get people taking action. So I'll show you some examples of what it is that we create. So title and description, this is typically used for a podcast. It's designed with, we're content marketing nerds. So it's designed to grab attention and to actually want people to keep following. It has like dot points. It even has hyperlinks as well. And then once you make your edits, then you mark it as complete, and this is what tells Capsho that this is now something that you want Capsho to learn from. And the more that you mark as complete and make edits and mark as complete, the more that Capsho will just keep learning. And before you know it, we have members of Capsho literally saying this now, like they don't have to make any edits because it's literally picked up their tone of voice, it's picked up structure, like how, I like to actually start with dot points at the top. That's how I like to structure my, my blog post, and it will actually do that. It picks up the way that you like to write. And so it's actually really, really smart, really intelligent in that way. And this is literally for each platform. As I said, it creates 4 posts based on Katie Brinkley's 4-post social media strategy. It starts with an awareness post, which is all about how do you post something that will grab attention? So for example, an unpopular opinion does really well on Facebook, right? Like, have you ever come across those, that purple post with like the white text and it's like, bam, it's in your face. Mm-hmm. Right. That's what this is designed to do. So it's kind of like short form videos with visual hooks are just a gimmick that won't drive real engagement or conversions. Agree or disagree? Right. Mm-hmm. Unpopular opinion, because and this is like not based on your opinion, by the way. It doesn't mean that you think that this is what happens, right? This is just an unpopular opinion across the board. And then what happens is you get people be like, no, I disagree or I agree, right? Polarizing statements are the best for engagement. And that's why this is such a great way to, this is such a great awareness post, because it grabs that attention and it gets people wanting to engage. Mm-hmm. And then the second post, which is what you're going to follow up with, is then the tip post. And this is now when you go into detail on your opinion, right? Because you might actually be like, actually, it's not a gimmick. Mm-hmm. Or maybe you are like, yeah, it is a gimmick, right? And so this is where it goes into value. It just gives value. And so that's the tip post. The third is all about, it's called a community post. And this is where you actually start to create that connection with your audience. You actually start to share more about yourself. Now, Capsho, it's driven by AI, so it cannot write this for you. But what it will do is it will give you ideas. And the reason why it cannot write this for you is because it has to be based on your own personal experience, your own personal life. Maybe it's a client of yours that went through the problem or got the results that, you're talking about this week in your premise. And so this is kind of what, it'll just give you those ideas, those thought starters. But this is one that you will have to write yourself. But it's the most fun one because you get to, share about you. And then the action post. So this is, this is where it starts to connect what it is that you spoke about this week in the premise to what it is that you want people to do. So drop a comment with masterclass below and I'll send you the link to watch the replay, etc. So it actually is really smart at doing that to drive the action that you want. So that's like the 4, I just went through the 4 points anyway, but it does LinkedIn newsletters, it does YouTube titles, descriptions, it does blog posts. This does do Facebook, but you can create new, so, it does do Instagram as well, LinkedIn. And as I said, very, very shortly, we're going to have video clipping, and we're also going to have lead magnets, landing page copy for your lead magnet, and push content as well. So we're going to keep building this out so that all of us entrepreneurs, creators can actually start to build our followers and our lists.
Yeah, that deserves a whole and 3. Great job, dude. Great job explaining that. And this is so exciting. Again, so one video, just one thing that you mentioned in one video will give you, just started, like 4 posts, right? Just 4 posts, one video. And then each day you can do this. And not only can you learn from that because it has already been curated for you in a way, right? But you will learn out of those posts because you're going to get engagement and you might get questions that will give you even more ideas on the things that you can do in the future. Another horn for Capsho. I mean, this is amazing. Fam, do you have any questions about the demo that Dee just did? Any questions? And again, this is all going to be the 21 days. And we know, right? Like 1 week, I know that there's going to be more information coming. So make sure that you sign up so you get all of that. But there will be themes, right? During the week, right, Dee? And
there will be, yes. Yes, there will be. So and these are guidelines, by the way. So they're going to be. We would highly recommend that you follow this. But if you're like already creating content, you're an Ecamm Fam pro, then you're like, I've got this. I don't need these themes, and that's totally cool. But for people who do need a little bit of structure, week 1, because it's going to be across 3 weeks. Week 1 is going to be all about recording your podcast episode or your YouTube show. Maybe even go live if you'd like to using Ecamm. And then you would put that into Capsho. And then, the days after that, you would just follow the 4-post social media strategy. We're going to make it really, really simple for you. And you can see the types of engagement that you're going to get. Week 2 is all about, Jenny, do you want to go into week 2? Oh, sorry, I just totally took over.
I'm just getting excited.
I'm so excited. Let me talk about this. But no,
I'm just going to say, I had
myself
on my podcast and she totally took over. I am totally used to it. It's so fine. Week 2, we're actually going to be talking about either doing a demo, a webinar, or a tutorial video. So we're going to use those kinds of videos to create really great content so you can kind of grow your YouTube channel, or if you're on that, or any other kind of piece of content. And then again, we're following the 4-post strategy to sort of really implement those different styles. And funny enough, I was just I just scrolled on Facebook for a second looking, because I posted about this, and Katie Brinkley just posted one of the 4-post strategies, the agree or disagree, just now. So super good. Week 3, we're doing vertical video. So we're going to talk all about different vertical video. Ecamm is great for vertical. We all know this, but Capsho can also help you create the content for that, which is stellar. And then we're also going to be talking about creating additional kind of video. What other elements of video can we do? And then we're going to wrap the whole thing up with a little bit of an award ceremony. And we're going to have participation trophies pretty much, right? There's a couple good things. There's a couple really good prizes and stuff, but yeah, everybody gets a participation trophy.
We're going to be playing bingo as well during the challenge. So everyone get ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. Not only will you be woken up with your content doodle-doo wake up call, but you're going to be playing along. We've got bingos, we've got badges that you can win. We've got a ton of swag and prizes. Yeah. Just for people to get involved in this challenge.
Oh my gosh, we love it. Like I was saying, we love award ceremonies. But we have a couple of questions. Should we go and answer them?
Yes, we do. All right, so these are some really good questions. Susan is asking, when we upload our video, should this be the final edited version?
It doesn't have to be, actually. So you can we have members who actually upload into Capsho before they even record their intro and outro, because they get just such good inspiration as to how to actually create the intro and outro for their podcast or for their YouTube videos, for example. So it doesn't have to be the final edited version at all. Unless you do a lot of editing to your video and you want to use a video clipping tool, then obviously from the video perspective, you might want to use your final version.
Perfect. And Johnny has a really good question. So can Capsho recognize Haitian Creole or any other language other than English? So that is a really good question.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. For now, it's English only. What it can ingest other languages, but what it will bring back is going to be in English. If that makes sense.
It understands the other language, but it will generate it in English?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's not too bad for now, right?
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is really good.
That is pretty awesome.
Yes.
Okay. We had another question.
And I believe they're answering it, but we can just, if you can answer it. So Susan is asking, what is the challenge aspect of the challenge? Like probably like specific call to actions per week or per day and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely. So every week on Monday, Doc and I are going to be giving the challenge for that week, and we're going to have everybody create the content. So you're going to record it in Ecamm, and then you're going to load it into Capsho, and we're going to all be doing the same process together. So we're going to all be doing the 4-post strategy. We're all going to be creating the same content. Ish, and then everybody's going to post it, and we're going to have people share it. So you're going to get, we have the bingo card also. So for doing certain actions, you're going to get that square on the bingo card, and you really want to fill out that bingo card for some really cool stuff. But the challenge being like every day we're going to create this content together, and as we all know, consistency is going to create everything that you want in terms of like getting more people to view, getting more likes and follows and all those wonderful things. So that's kind of the basis behind it, as well as just having a really good time. So we're going to challenge you to have a good time.
Yeah, and so that you know, here on ENN, we're going to have other influencers like Stephanie Garcia and Mary Lou, and Katie definitely is going to be here for marketing, talking all about the program as well, the challenge, and we are going to be highlighting you, right? Some of you here and what you are creating, how you're using Capsho, and just hear your stories as well and the things that you have been doing with it so that we can all learn, because as Katie mentioned, we are in this together and we're all going to be learning this new tool together.
Absolutely.
Right? So it is awesome. And I want to actually piggyback on the question about whether you should upload your entire video or not. And I would like to pick your brain on that, Deirdre, what best practices are. Because I know there are some hours, right, that you the software uses. So how do you, what do you recommend we do to take advantage of the hours and make sure that we, right?
Yeah, it really depends on what you're looking to get out of Capsho. So as I said, some people just love it for that they can do it even before, like as part of their post-production process, because then they can actually, get inspiration to record their intros and outros. If that's the case, then I would do it sooner rather than later. So don't wait, obviously, because they can't have their final edited version until they've recorded their intros and outros. So if you're in that bucket where you're like, oh, I really struggle with like what to say here, then Capsho is great for that. And so I would just, use it at that point in time. But if you're like, yep, I've got my content, I've got that dialed in terms of like recording my podcast or my videos. It is on point already, and you want to use Capsho more for like, as I said, if the video part is important, and when we have our video clipping tool, which is like literally imminent, because you guys are the first to hear about this actually, then I would put the final edited version in there. But honestly, you can try it. We've tested like all of it, and it doesn't matter in terms of the quality of what comes out, because the AI is just so intelligent, and it's learned so much from what topic you're talking about, your take on it, your audience, who you are, how you like to write. It's already got so much of that rich information that how it pulls together the content, it doesn't matter if it's a draft version or the final version. It will create something that will hazard to say it's going to blow your mind.
Yeah, and I agree with that, because that's what I did. I was trying to record an introduction, and I was like, okay, I want to see, because we're testing it out, right? So I just recorded it on my phone, right? And I uploaded it, and it gave me so much information, and that was just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That was just 10 minutes, and we uploaded it, and then it gave us a whole hour and then some of content. For just 10 minutes. So that was amazing. So that's what I wanted to hear from you. What other ways we can use it that is not just uploading the final video, right? So thank you for sharing that. Yeah.
No worries.
I upload sorry, I was just gonna say I upload like the raw video pre-edited into it, and it does a great job.
Yeah, that's true, Jennie. So you have a podcast. So share with us how you use Capsho on your podcast.
Capsho was actually, I actually had to record a whole podcast about, and Deirdre was on it with Katie Brinkley, because using Capsho and the 4-post strategy, I've seen like a 68% increase in the listens of my podcast and the downloads.
Wow.
And so I use it exclusively for my podcast, because the outputs that I'm getting are so much better. So my show notes are better. I have to do so much less editing. And I've just seen my podcast, the Acquire podcast, really just start to grow month by month. And obviously great guests, obviously, and you guys should come be guests on my podcast. But just really overall, it's just been really great.
Yeah, great. Thanks for sharing that. And that 68% increase, I mean, give Jennie the whole thing. That is amazing. And imagine what it's going to do for us in this 21 days.
Absolutely.
Right? So, okay. So let's talk about the Facebook group. Let's talk about that. How there's going to be, the challenge is going to be in the Facebook group. You need to sign up, get the information, and then join the group, right? So you don't automatically get added to the group. You actually have to join, right? Have to.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So there's like the landing page that you shared. You go there, enter your name and email. You'll get another page as well as an email, and it'll give you the next steps. One of those is to join the Facebook group, and then the others are to make sure that you set up your trials for the software.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. So that's easy.
It's really
easy. Totally easy, does it? Yeah.
Super simple.
Yeah,
Yep.
That is great. So, Dee, let's talk about how. Okay, so you're helping entrepreneurs. I want to just take it way back, because we're all entrepreneurs. We all want to be. If we have our podcast, we're solo producers. We are entrepreneurs. We have our shows, right? So,
Yes.
How did you're the co-founder? How did it all come about? Can you share that story with us?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So where do I even start? Do you want the long version or the short version? I'll give you the medium version. I'll give you the medium version if I can. Okay. So basically, I've been an entrepreneur for, over a decade now, 11 years. Now, our first business was in hospitality, which is like completely different to what it was that we're doing now. But that was actually my first foray into content marketing. And because all of us, I think, realize that being an entrepreneur actually equals marketing. You just automatically become a marketing person, right? And so, for a long, long time, content marketing was what we lent into to grow our hospitality businesses. Now, fast forward, we had a whole journey. We moved to the States. So Sydney, Australia is where I grew up and where we had our first business. Moved over to the States, and we fell into agency, and then COVID hit. And so we transitioned our digital marketing agency into a coaching business. And that was when I started my first podcast. And it was through that journey, honestly, of trying to grow my podcast, get people to actually know that we existed, was how, and how hard all of that was actually how the idea of Capsho came about. Because I honestly, back then it was kind of like the trend to do those audiograms, and we do like those episode just dropped type posts. And I don't know about you guys, but that did not work. None of that worked. And then, and then we were like, okay, well, we're getting told that it's all about content domination. It's like the Gary Vee thing. It's like we have to be everywhere all at once at the same time. And so we were trying that literally, and it burnt us out. Like my team and I just got burnt out. And I was like, to the point where I was just like, okay, we're going to stop all of it. We're just pausing on all content creation on social media, all of it. We're just hitting stop. And that period of time, the more that I thought about it, the more that I was like, actually, this is a really, really great use case for AI. I knew about AI because in my corporate, probably 12, 15 years ago, I was actually exploring, I was part of the innovation team for an investment bank in Australia. And so I was exploring things like AI and blockchain. And so this was back in 2021 the end of 2021 when I came to this realization that, I've been thinking about, this is my previous life was thinking about all about use cases for AI. And this right here is a perfect use case for AI. And so we just started like building a MVP, a true alpha beta version. And it was really just focusing on podcasters at that time. So this was beginning of 2022. So you can imagine this was before ChatGPT. This was before anyone knew about AI. So we were at Podfest at the time and we were like talking to people about what we were doing. We were like, yeah, so all you have to do is you put your audio file into Capsho, into this tool, and it will automatically create your show notes for you. And people are like, there is no way. Like, what? How is that even possible? But that was, we got our first beta signups through there. July 2022 was when we actually launched Capsho in its first version, and so that was 2 years ago, literally. And it has been an absolute journey since then. So what I showed actually is Capsho NextGen, which is our complete relaunched version, and it is what is going to be, because we knew that we had to make it really intelligent. We had to really shore up the foundations of the software, and so that's what we've been spending the last few months doing. And now everyone on here, and you guys, like this fam, you're one of the first to actually use Capsho in its new
amazing.
Iteration.
Thank you for choosing us. Thank you so much for choosing us. This is incredible because I'm thinking back to when in 2020, right, when we first started doing online video, and those show notes are tough, right? You know what you want to say. You know what the message you want to send across, but man, those questions sometimes just don't want to come out. Right? Like, so you're like, that's what I want to say, but that's not actually what I want to say. So when I did that recording and then I tested out in Capsho, I was like, okay, this is the topic. This is what I want to say. This is the message that I want to send. Can you clarify this for me? And and it just took I felt like it took my brain and it just like organized the whole thing. And I just had to make some tweaks here and there, but it wasn't that elaborate. It didn't take that long, right? It didn't take that long, and I was able to go on and with the show literally quicker, right? Quicker. So I cannot wait to see, because once you practice it, that's when you're gonna continue to find out all the things that you can do. So I cannot wait for the challenge to start on July 15th. This is going to be amazing. We're going to be showing you what we do. So everything that we're testing, everything that we're talking about, you have done some stuff. Why don't you share?
No, I love the LinkedIn features where it creates just like the action plan and whatnot. That is so awesome. Yeah. And I'm more excited about being able to create like content, like digital downloads and stuff like that. So generating ideas for that.
The lead
magnets. I am definitely looking forward to that. It's so exciting. Definitely exciting. But I'm just so impressed by just how everything is just clean and it's not too messy and all over the place, because we've used other tools, right? But they're just not as just like a minimalistic look and overall approach. I love that approach.
It just gives you what you need.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it.
Exactly.
Right?
Without extra fluff.
Yeah.
Without the fluff.
It's the vitamins.
Wow. I love that.
Do we have any questions from the fam? Let's see what's happening here. We're talking about the link, how to sign up, and I think the link was shared.
Katie says, yes, good point. You could actually record your thoughts on your phone, send it to Capsho, and use that to record your video in Ecamm, or do the opposite. Yeah. Definitely. That is a great tip. So you don't have to actually have a whole show and whatnot. You can just upload a recording. That is great. That is great. Let's see if we have anything else here. David Hunt, hello. Good to see you here. Yes, no fluff. And just a note from Mr. Moderator, when joining the Facebook group, make sure you accept the rules or you will not be approved. Yes, very, very important. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and this is also great. You know how sometimes like for engagement, right? So for engagement, generating questions based on the content, that is there too. So you can also get all information about that and how to make your shows more engaging and do questions.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, would you like to go to the first trivia?
Yeah, definitely. And before we head on
Jennie,
to
you're okay. You're gonna be okay.
before we go to the trivia, this is what you'll win. So if you're experiencing these brutal temperatures like we are, you are going to win this awesome Ecamm Fam water bottle. It is 25 ounce. It is a thing of beauty. Check this out.
Look at how shiny and blue it is. With the beautiful Ecamm Fam logo that you will be able to showcase.
Makes the water even more tastier.
Yeah, when you put water in it, it sweats so much because it's with Ecamm. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm next to Ecamm. It's just so great.
That is today's prize. We have 2 trivia questions, and good luck to you. There's no Googling. This is all dedicated to Jennie and Dee.
We're going to do one question. Here we go.
Good luck. Here is the first one. Dee has traveled to every continent except which one?
Hey, trivia time. We're going to talk like this. What is it? The leg warmers? Oh, oh, okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. Let's see,
And
do we
I'm
have?
just waiting for the replay to end.
Let me see. Are they not coming?
Well, the correct answer is...
Let's give it more time. Okay. No, you see? So they're coming still. Let's give them a little more time. Okay, we're going to give you a little more time.
You put 10 seconds on the clock.
Okay. That's it. All right.
All right. The correct answer is Antarctica.
Oh my gosh.
Antarctica.
Those are great. Like, Dee,
We did get one. Daniel Tshien.
Yes, Daniel.
Daniel Tshien won. By default.
But yes, that is. So, do you have it? Like, what was the follow-up question? Katie had a follow-up question to that. So the way.
Oh, and when am I going to?
Yes.
I feel like that was Katie giving a hint. When are you going to go the last one? Oh my gosh, it is on my bucket list actually to go to Antarctica for sure. But I don't know if anyone knows many Aussies, but we just love traveling. I don't know if it's a thing because we're just so far away from literally the rest of the world that it's like we travel the rest of the world first, and then I'm like, okay, we should probably go back to Australia and like actually get to know our own country a little bit more.
Wow, but that is great though. I mean, traveling is amazing. That's traveling. Imagine all the ideas that you're getting when you travel. Like, was Monty an idea for when you traveled, or let's talk about Monty real quick before we go to Jennie.
Yeah, so actually, he kind of was. Bonner, who's one of my co-founders and COO of Capsho, she and I actually went to Colombia a few years ago, and we went to the Amazon forest, and we actually got to see sloths like in the wild. It was crazy, and they were like, I was like, they were sleeping, and I was like, we just loved seeing them, and I think it's always been on our minds, these like just having this kind of experience. And so when we were thinking about, what is it that we stand for from a Capsho perspective, it was all about helping entrepreneurs be intelligently lazy. Like that's how, like, be intelligently lazy. And there is no, I think I was laughing about this with you, Anna, there is no better way to personify or animalify, intelligently lazy, then a sloth. So this is Monty, our sloth. Yeah. And is that a word? I'm going to make it a word.
Yeah, make it a word. Make it a word. So it's for you. That's awesome. I mean, like that's perfect, right? So Monty is the mascot. Yep. There you go.
Monty's awesome.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. The ideas that you get. Yes. All right. So Daniel sent a breaking news update, and he said, "Listen, can you give my prize to someone else?" Yes, we can. So, let's see. Who can we give it to?
And it seems that maybe that something happened with the chat because some people were trying to participate, and then it didn't come through. And it definitely did not come through in the YouTube chat, and it did not come through in the Ecamm chat. So the only one that we definitely saw, we saw Daniel G, we saw Wayne, we saw Matt, and yeah. Those were the ones. So quite a few didn't come through. So let's see what happens on round 2.
Yeah, so let's see. So for round 2, this is what we will do. So the 2, right?
Yep.
Two winners. Okay, awesome. Yep. So here is round 2. Prepare, Jenny. Let's go.
What does Jenny enjoy doing for fun? Good luck. Daniel, yes, you broke YouTube. Stop breaking things, Daniel.
Do we have? Let me see.
Please give a few more.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a minute.
Oh.
Literally. Okay.
The correct answer is. No? Do I?
I'm just trying to see if somebody else is gonna answer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Let's go. Let's do it.
I see the chat's coming through.
Yeah.
The correct answer is making multi-course French-inspired meals. I thought this was so awesome and it made me so hungry.
I mean, multi-course too, right? So it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna make this.
One dish. It's multi.
Yeah, it's a multi-course. Do explain it to us,
Yes,
Jenny.
please.
Have you podcasted about this hobby of yours?
No, but apparently I now need to have like 3 different podcasts. One about English lit and medieval history with Katie, and now I have to talk about cooking as well. I don't even know how this started, except to say that I love cooking. And I just got into creating these multi-course meals with like an appetizer and all this kind of stuff. And then I love making homemade desserts. And so I started playing around with making like crème brûlée and all these different like French tarts and things. So yeah, it's fun. And I'm really lucky. My partner likes my cooking, so
nice.
Just puts up with me making all these courses.
Oh my God! So what is your favorite dish to make, or dishes, I should say, like the whole?
Yeah, so I think my favorite would probably be like sort of French rack of lamb, like an herbed rack of lamb that's like been marinated and then cooked in the oven with like herbs on top with a nice mint sauce and like all the side stuff on it. And yeah, for an appetizer, I'm pretty cool with making pretty much anything. But I like to have like, I don't know, scallops, something like that to go with it.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, so let's say you I'm like on your phone you talk about a recipe and you know in your videos like, okay, my podcast is going to be about this, making 3-course meals and talk about X, Y, and Z. Can you can Capsho add to it? For example, you say I'm making this dish. Can you suggest 2 or 3 more? Is that something that Capsho does? Is something that you have to input all the information for, and then they will help you organize it?
Yeah, probably the latter, but we are tinkering with some things that can help with the former. Okay. So I don't want to promise anything yet. It's there are more things coming. Yes.
Okay. Nice. Yes, We got a little peek at what's coming.
Yeah, definitely.
2 peeks.
Yeah, definitely.
That was coming. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, and
That
that
is
answered my
great.
question because I wanted to know like what was on the roadmap for Capsho. So it seems like you have some epic features coming up soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Awesome.
anything, if you can think about like intelligent things, that's like what we are leaning into. So it's, because intelligence is what is going to make our lives easier and be intelligently lazy. So that is, those are the main things that are coming on the roadmap. So if you think in that vein, then you probably kind of know where we're heading. We might be heading.
Nice.
Okay.
That's amazing. Okay. All right. So is there anything else that you can share with the fam about the contest that we have not covered yet? Because we covered, you all did pretty awesome covering, but is there anything else that you would like to share?
Oh my gosh,
I
I think
content doodle do a little bit.
Yes, I was gonna ask that one. I was like, I'm not sure, but thank you, Jenny. Thank you. Let's content doodle do.
yeah, you can see we like to animalify everything.
Let's go.
But yeah, it was a true team effort coming up with Content Doodle Do. It was so much fun because working with Katie and Doc and Caleb and Paul and the team at Ecamm is such a, we have such a hoot on our calls. Is that a saying? Such a hoot, or is that?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Okay, great. Because sometimes I say things and people are like, "What are you talking about?" That's like such an Aussie thing to say. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure." So Content Doodle Do is our resident rooster that will wake you up when it's time to create your content. So, and we know that some people like, they get creative at different times of day. So whether it's the morning or the afternoon or the evening. So you can actually customize Content Doodle Do to wake you up from a content perspective at whichever time, one of those 3 times of the days. But Content Doodle Do will also share some really cool things. He'll share the badges with you if you won one, or what's coming up in the challenge. So he's there to be your trusty assistant throughout the challenge.
Nice. Okay. So you can. Okay, I can't wait because it can't wake me up. So it's like if you haven't done something during specific times, it will remind you, sort of, right? To wake up. Does it make it sound like like a rooster?
No,
sound?
it doesn't make a sound. I don't think it makes a sound.
It doesn't. It won't make a sound, no, but it'll have other fun things that it'll do.
Okay.
You'll have to see it. You'll have to sign up for Content Doodle Do. If the link is going to be in the Facebook group when you join, or in the email when you join, and sign up for Content Doodle Do, because then you can be part. You can, it's like an inside joke. We get to see what he's up to. He or she's up to.
I love it.
Awesome.
Okay, that's great. We're over here in the. We've been trying to show the Facebook group, but we're like, okay, they need to be signed up first to see, or can we give them a peek of what's there? Because Content Doodle Do is cute. Like, I like him. We're seeing him right here.
You could probably
let's pull him up. Let's pull him up because he's over here. I love. Look at him. Look at him. He's a whole sergeant, cute sergeant.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
I love it. That is great. You see, we get Capsho and Ecamm together, and look at what happens.
Exactly.
Katie says just sign up and trust us.
Right, and this is just the beginning. It hasn't even started yet, fam. It hasn't even started. So this has been great. You are, and I love it. I know I mentioned this behind the scenes. I love it how there's also Capsho has a lot of female. How would I say it? Little female founders.
Yeah.
Little female founders.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love that about it. I love I've been doing a lot of things in STEM, and I was like, yeah, and it's surprisingly how not a lot of women are in the field. So seeing all of you and this amazing tool putting together, it's just incredible. And then together with Ecamm, it's just.
It's magic.
Thank you. I was like, I don't have words because sometimes, I get out of words when I get too excited. But thank you so much for everything. And again, fam, all the links are in the comments, and they're also going to be in the Ecamm Ecamm Live Facebook group. Remember that once you sign up, you will get all of the details about the challenge. It's going to be a 21-day challenge. There's going to be themes each week that you're going to get that information only if you sign up. So it's better if you sign up before the content starts so you know what is going to happen. Although if the content starts and you just, oh my gosh, you can still sign up and you can still join the challenge.
Absolutely.
So yes, Fuljens.
Now I'm just going to say thank you for everybody for joining us. The chat has been awesome tonight.
They're always awesome. They're always awesome.
Yeah, but you guys are awesome always, definitely.
Yes.
Oh, man.
All right, so great. So here we go. Oh, yes, and one more thing. On comment, please. Let's put it on comment. Let's put it on comment right big. And then let's put that one down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Exactly. And not only is the challenge free, but you also get 30 days of Ecamm if you don't have Ecamm so that you can join the challenge. And also you get 30 days of Capsho.
Yes.
And you are going to be so glad you did.
Absolutely.
So glad you did.
So
yes, so we will see you around. Remember that the Tech Talk starts this Friday. Yes, you can sign up. The link is in the comment. This is going to be where you can practice and ask Doc all tech questions, like
everything.
in Zoom.
Hands on, and your camera has to be on.
Yes.
You'll be able to see each other, interact with each other, and this is this Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom. So you need to register at the link.
Yes, so you can get all that info. So look at that.
Yes.
Yes, here we go. Yes, fam, thank you so much. Don't worry about it. We will multiply the trivias. We will give you 4 trivias next Monday, and Katie is going to be on with us next Monday. So you know how Katie is. Katie's going to do trivias and the 4 trivias, right? So we'll
have 4 trivias.
We'll have 4 trivias. There we go.
Okay.
Yes, fam. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Dee and Jenny, thank you so much for everything. We will see you in the challenge.
Jazz hands.
Yes, let's do this. We will see you in the challenge, and you are so awesome. Again, fam, thank you so much for being here with us. You're watching Ecamm Network News and Entertainment. My name is Ana Hill.
I'm Fuljens, Henry.
And we will see you around. Bye, fam.
Bye.
Yo sé que te gusta.